and gentlemen, it is the Rob Black Show. We are broadcasting, as always, high atop the world's grungiest, filthiest, daddiest strip club in the entire world, Star Gardens. And this is the Rob Black program. This is the Rob Black experience. This is the Rob Black Show. I'm your goddamn host, Roberto Negro. Yes, I am. Some people call me Roberto Negro. Some people call me El Diablo. Some people just call me Mr. Delicious. How is everybody on this Friday, March 21st? Oh, man, it's a fucking Friday. Thank God, man. Thank God. I'll tell you, I've said this before. I have a whole list here of stuff. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. I love Fridays. I love when Fridays roll around. I am excited by Fridays. And it's funny because back in the old days of the Extreme Associate era, and even after, even when I got out of prison, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, none of the days really mattered to me. I never really cherished the weekend. I never gave a shit about Friday. I never cared. When Friday rolled around, to me it was just like any other day. Did not fucking matter whatsoever. But I'll tell you, this radio program, this radio show, this TV show, this video show, this computer show, whatever the hell you want to call it, is, I would say, man, it is the most work as far as I'm trying to think how would I explain it. The most work that I've ever done as I'm really trying to think how to put it, because some of you would say, you mean more work than making movies, more work than running a $10 million company. Yeah, because you got to understand something. Let me give you a host of what running a production company and what I did and how it was. I had about, at any one time, 30 people working for me, from the wrestling company to Extreme Associates, Armageddon, Evolution, Overkill, so forth and so on. And I had a sales manager. I had a general manager. I had DVD authors, 3 shippers, a mail order department. I had all these things. So I would come into the office about 10 and be there until about 4 in the morning. And throughout the day, it was really just overseeing everybody. Rather, it was having meetings about what we had on the docket as far as movies being made, or overseeing the wrestling and what gimmicks we were working on, and Then at night it was doing the TV show and putting together the bits. But ultimately, I had groups and scores of people that were working on a regular basis. So throughout that time, there would be weed breaks, booze breaks, of course, office blowjob breaks. There would be a whole list of things that would basically fill that day. Dinner, we broke for dinners. There was really, and then sometimes just take off and go to the movies, or maybe, and when I say take off, not for the whole day, but just leave. Go for a couple hours. Go bang some fucking broads, go hang out at a girl's house, fuck her in her ass, I don't know, whatever. So all of these things I would basically call not real work. And I've always said that when your job consists of coming on girls and looking at pictures of girls or things of that nature, it's really not working. And all of these things would amount to craziness, lunacy. Where we had animal control coming to our building. Shit, there were days where the guys would piss on girls in the parking lot. No bullshit. They'd piss on girls in the parking lot. Or piss on girls in the little baby pool called the piss pool. It was just craziness. Feeding guinea pigs to boa constrictors. So all of these things were not something that was a focused and mind-challenging day. And when we would put the wrestling show together, like I said, it was a collective unit. And throwing around ideas. And we would have to write, 6 bits or 5 bits or so forth and so on. Again, it was very relaxed. It was, oh, let's do that over, let's do that over, let's do that over. Well, when we started this journey, almost in March 31st of this month will be exactly 1 year that we were on that we've been on the air. And when we started this journey, we started at, I think, 2 hours a day. And then we went to 3. And then we went to 5. And we basically are 5 hours a day, but we really are about 6 hours a day. If you take into account that we're constantly going over the time that we are supposed to be off the air. And literally, I sit up here for 24, 25, 26, 27 hours a week and do nothing but have to talk. I have to engage. I have to be entertaining. I have to think of topics. I have to think of concepts. I have to basically figure out a way to entertain and keep the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that listen to us live a day, whether it's on TuneIn, or rather it's on Blog Talk, or rather it's on the ROBBlackShow.com, or rather it's on AdultFYI.com, rather it's on any of these different mediums the books, and on top of that, coming up with bits, coming up with skits, all of these things sandwiched in doing porn and putting together stupid boxes, putting together boxes, putting together photographs, just basically doing all that monotonous retard fucking porn crap. So when it comes to the weekend, when it comes to Friday, I actually cherish that 10 o'clock when it's the last show we do and I'm able to be done for 2 days. It really is. It really is something that I look forward to. And I never had that before. Because also, we never took the weekends off. I used to come into the office on Saturday to check the mail, because Saturdays was always a good mail day. So I'd come in on Saturday, check the mail, collect the money, check off who paid what, go to the bank, do deposits. So to me, everything was just a constant cycle. It was just there was never a break. There was never like, we're done. This is what you have to look forward to. And this has been the first thing that I have done in, Jesus Christ, 16 years, 17 years, that really feels like building up to a weekend off. So there's my little whatever it's called, my morning. What do I call it? Like my human interest morning time when I speak with you guys. Because if you notice, the first segment of the show is always some human interest, Rob Black. Hey, I found a lump on my balls moment. You know, hey, I think I got cancer of the prick. It's always that type of intro. So it's Friday, and I'm thoroughly excited. And we have a little joke. Katie Summers has a little joke with me, and she tells me that she gets excited because she, on the weekend, can spend every waking moment, minute of the day with me. She says it very stalkerish-like, almost as if she has a knife in her hand and she's just, I'm so excited. I could spend every waking moment, every waking minute of the day, starting at 10:30 at night until Monday morning. And we laugh about it. And she spends every waking moment, minute of the day. And so she plans out what we're going to do. And she says, what are we going to do this weekend? I was thinking about this. I was thinking about that. It's like a whole fucking game plan. It's a whole game plan. And I don't have to talk that much. I don't have to talk about pornography. I don't got to talk about missing airplanes. I don't got to talk about Brad Armstrong not making my lunch date with him. I don't have to talk about anything except why the couple in front of us at the movies looks so fucking retarded. I don't have to think about or talk about anything, and it's nice. So it's Friday, and I'm sure there's a lot of you that are at work right now thinking the same thing, going, fuck, I love Fridays too, Rob. You just discovered the excitement and the feeling of a Friday, and I say yes. So cheers to all of you on this Friday, and we're gonna trek on through the day, We're going to hit on a whole bunch of exciting things. I got a couple updates on program notes. I've got some wrestling stories for you, and it's going to be exciting. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my soul. It's going to be exciting. So, without further ado, I always got to hear something from my good friend, Louie. So, Louie, take it away, please.
Lunch time and Paul Warburg. Loan money to Hitler. Hitler killed little Jews. While Rothschild and Warburg stayed in the finest hotels in Europe. If you can't call Rothschild anti-Semitic and Warburg an anti-Semite, then don't you open your mouth against me.
Thank you, Louie. Thank you. And then, do we get any other conversations from anybody else, or was that it? Oh, that was it. All right. Well, thank you. Let's talk about adult FYI. Tom Byron put up a new story, and it's quite entertaining. And if you guys go to adult FYI, you'll get a big kick out of the.
I want all the ham. I want all the ham. I want all the ham. I want all the ham.
Wow. You just busted that out. Motherfucker just busted that out right in the middle of our fucking our intro. That's fucked up. Anyways, if you go on over to Adult FYI, Tom Byron posted a story last night that I thought was thoroughly entertaining. It was actually more entertaining than I anticipated the entertainment value to be. Seriously, I mean, it was like beyond entertaining. It was like unbelievably entertaining, and you would say, well, Rob, why was it unbelievably entertaining? Because the fucking picture that Tom Byron used literally had me laugh for probably 20 minutes. About 20 minutes, I laughed my fucking ass off. And it's such a classic picture of, it's such a classic picture of just fucking dirty hookers out looking for cock on the fucking street. I mean, it's hilarious, but if you go to Adult FYI, and take a look at the top story, it's entitled, Any Girl Dumb Enough to Be Conned by T-Real or Scott Sparks Deserves What They Get. Bottom feeder pimps prey on low-rent hookers. So if you read the story, it's hilarious. And let me explain to you just a little bit where this came from. Yesterday I got a email, and I explained to you all, I ain't going to go through it again, that I have numerous emails. I have a show email where we get, hate mail and fan mail and every fucking thing you could think of, where people are either saying they love us or they hate us and whatever. And then I get email address that my people that contribute to the show hit me from. And sporadically I'll look at emails, or you'll see me look at my phone, and that's where I have my private stash, so to speak. And during the show yesterday, somebody sent me an email wanting to do interviews with some disgruntled girls that were part of the this T-Reel thing, and I basically did a whole routine on the relevance of the agents of T-Reel and the Scott Sparks, who I've never even heard of, but I come to find out when I was talking about the Scott Sparks, and I was talking about the T-Reels, and when I got these emails, that the people that they were talking about were just low-end garbage, and especially the Scott Sparks, who I got an email from a girl yelling at me saying I was defending him. And she was listing off girls that he took advantage of, and they had to be the lowest, dirtiest, grimiest fucking black girls that had ever been in the adult business. And it was just amazing that all of these people would want to talk about these agents that, I mean, literally, these people are just urchins. The agents were urchins. They're urchins. If you go to the sites of T-Reel and you go to and see the Scott Sparks and who he works with, they're just the lowest pieces of shit. I mean, literally, just garbage. And so I commented on that fact to one of these people in the email, one of these girls that hit me about how I could defend a Scott Sparks, and I said, listen, I've never defended Scott Sparks. I've just always maintained that if you're so fucking stupid that you get conned into thinking T-Reel is going to make you famous, and you get conned into thinking Scott Sparks is going to make you famous, and you have to turn to a Mike South to fucking school you into who's acceptable in the porn business, when he is a fucking bottom feeder who's never accomplished anything in his fucking life. You are a piece of shit, and you need to go get a fucking rope and hang yourself, because all you'll ever be is a bottom feeder hooker that will never get anywhere in life. Because in this day and age, if you don't know who the real fucking pimps are in the adult business, who are the real high-end pimps, then you're an ignorant, stupid motherfucker. End of story. And in 2014, if you don't know the difference between Derek Hay, Mark Spiegler, and T-Reel, then you're an ignorant, stupid motherfucker. If in 2014 you got to call Mike South and have him educate you on what fucking pimp you should go with, you're a stupid motherfucker. Alright? You're a stupid motherfucker. And you're a fucking ignorant, bottom-feeding leech that is so desperate for a couple $100 that you get calls from people like Scott Sparks, and you're like, ooh, I'm going to be a star. I could make a couple $100. Ooh. It's kind of like the girls that do those ghetto gaggers. And I literally watched a couple of these clips that someone sent me. And I'll tell you something. You got to be a fucking low-end piece of shit black girl to let two white guys And I'm not even talking about in the context of a film, of a movie, of a skit, or something in that nature. You know, rather you got, you know, guys dressed as clowns, or I'm talking about the difference between a film that has a racial overtone or satire, or just a girl showing up to basically a gonzo scene where you sit there and two white guys call you a nigger piece of shit, and they fucking slap the shit out of you. They spit in your face. They fucking choke you. They call you a worthless ghetto hood rat. They fucking, I mean, I watch this ghetto gaggers, and it's gotta be, again, you know, when people like to throw around these things of, oh, look at the extreme stuff, Rob Black, and then, listen, if you dissected our 1,000 movies we produced during our era of extreme, about 5% made up stuff that was really outlandish, and the 5% of the stuff that was outlandish was so fake and so contrived that even the pissing that we did with the girls, it wasn't a degrading. Of course, I mean, you know, it's all degrading in some way, but it was more of a jackass prank. It was more of a girl sitting there in a piss tub. Some of the girls would actually have a shirt on, and it was a guy pissing on their face, in their ear, in their nose, and the girl going bah! and making like a jackass type of situation where we had this character, Vegas, and he would grip his dick, and so it would shoot out like a hose, and he would say to the girl, "Are you ready?" And the girl would go, "Yes." And he would go, "Are you ready?" And she would go, "Yes, I am." And he'd go, "Ah!" and let his fucking hand up his dick, and a big stream of piss would just boom, and she'd be like, "Bah!" And he'd fucking grip it up, and then he'd be like, "Do you want more?" And she'd be like, "Ah, God." And she'd be fucking putting her hands up like this, piss hitting her hands. I mean, it was a fucking more of a comedic, jackassy girl going, all right, I'm going to fucking do this nasty shit as part of this stupid skit. That was the element of what we did that was edgy. There was never a, let's grab this fucking girl, let's fucking slap the shit out of her until tears are running down her face, and then fucking piss down her throat and call her a fucking degrading nigger dump slob. It nothing like that. Nothing like that. That was nothing that we fucking ever did. I mean, we did a movie called Ascorts. Thomas Zucco did this movie Ascorts, where he filled up girls' assholes with an enema, you know, basically water. They gave themselves enemas and squirted the ass juice all in each other's faces and guys' faces. The guys get black, and the water, he made it be different coloring. So some of the girls were shooting green water out their assholes in guys' faces, or in girls' faces. I mean, it was just fucking bizarre. There was really no erotic element to it. It was more like a freak show type setting. And that's the type of stuff. Or if we did something that was really edgy. It was so contrived where it was Luciano and his wife at the time, Jewel Denial. So it was them two doing something really degrading, something really rough, which they were a couple. So it was like, okay, you know, if you knew the backstory or you fucking knew porn, you realize that these two people were married. If it was something with a Veronica Kane, which was a contract girl, or Christy Mist, a contract, it was all very contrived. It was all very rehearsed. It was all very planned beforehand. And a couple when things were edgy that we got, I would say, problems with. And when I say that, where somebody complained, it was from an outside director. We had 2 issues with Brandon Iron. He had a series called Slap Happy. And he did a scene with Katanya Blade and was doing the rough blow job, and he fucking ripped a big chunk of her fucking hair out. And that was like a whole dilemma, drama, because she came to the office like the next day and was wigging out on me, going, dude, this is fucked up. And we had to call Brandon in and have like a whole big fucking thing. And Brandon's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I did that to you. It was like, oh, I mean, literally, that was the extent of like that shit that went way beyond the realm of decent. And as stupid or as crazy as this sounds, I was old school, and we were from the fucking notion that you get a little out of hand with this stuff, you're going to get hit with a fucking rape charge, or you're going to get hit with a fucking abuse charge, or you're going to have the fucking cops come down there. That was always my fucking fear. My fear was some girl would fucking go and go to the cops and say she got the shit beat out of her by fucking, you know, whatever fucking guy. So I would constantly see or hear, back then you had Jim Lane and these guys called meat holes doing really fucked up shit, and or they would basically not tell the girls what was going on and just surprise them. And I would always fucking tell people, man, we never did shit like that, because I would feel uncomfortable being in that situation. I'll tell you a fucking story. We did a fucking scene where a fucking girl had a fucking, like a fucking wart or something in her fucking snatch. And she was doing a scene with, was it Jay Monty? It was one of the big dick black guys from fucking 07 or what it was. And it was me, Slava, which goes by Ivan, you know, that fucking loser, that big fat green-haired fucking faggot who fucking plays with toys, and who the fuck knows what that creepy serial killer in the waiting does. A still photographer named Anthony at the time, another kid that I created, never took pictures of porn before, and we gave him a job, we gave him a shot, this Filipino kid, this douche, and we were all on a set, and the guy goes down on her to start licking her pussy, and right in the middle of the fucking thing, he looks over at us and goes, yo, man, we got to cut. She's got something going on down there. And I remember I got the camera, and I'm just like, what? I'm like, this can't be happening. And I'm like, cut. I'm like, yeah, let's take a break. I'm thinking, why would this dude just put this girl on fucking Front Street like this? And I'm like, okay, you know what, guys, let's all take a break. And this fucking Monty just keeps going, yo, man, yo, man. And I'm like, all right, bro, let's fucking all take a break. Let's fucking, you know, and so I'm looking at Slav and Anthony. I'm like, yo, go fucking run interference with the girl. Let me talk to Bob. Like, let's just get us all out of this little fucking situation so I can talk to the guy. And it's just everything on blast right in the middle of the fucking thing. Instead of politely saying, yo, cut, can we cut for a minute? I got some issues with the scene. We got to figure out what we're going to do. Why? What's the problem? You know what? Because we're doing this skit where I'm a Nation of Islam guy. I got some issues. I mean, Rob, can I just talk to you for a minute? Yeah, sure, bro. What's up? Yeah, hey, man, listen. When I was going down on this girl, I noticed she's got it. Really, bro? Fuck. Okay. No, nothing like that. Just let's go on blast. I hated that, man. I was not the person that would fucking put innocent people on blast. You know, what I do on this show is not putting innocent people on blast. I put scumbag pieces of human garbage on blast. All right? I don't fucking do anything to anybody innocent. All right? Anybody you hear me talk about are fucking guilty of being a piece of shit. That is what they are. That is what they do. Anybody that I yell about is guilty of being a piece of human garbage. That's plain and simple. When we're on set and we're doing stuff, I don't want to fucking put nobody on blast. You know, when you would hear Axel Braun get into fights with people, yelling at people, ugh, why? I would pull people aside. I would talk to them privately. I don't want to put nobody on blast that doesn't deserve to be fucking just rammed up their ass. And when you're on set, even if they deserve it, why do something like that to make everybody feel uncomfortable? Ugh. Ah. I remember we did a scene. I did a scene that involved, and I'll tell you, and here's another one. It's me, Lizzie Borden was directing, Fat Fuck Ivan was the BTS, Anthony was a still photographer, and it involved Catalina and Sasha. And it was for a movie called Cockhounds. And we were at location, so I'm shooting it, so I got the camera. And of course, Lizzie Borden's about 4 feet to the left, directing. Slava is over to the right, shooting BTS. And the still guy, Anthony, is basically off to the left side. So now, Sasha does something to Catalina, her hair, and she's like, don't pull my hair. And you all know Sasha, that's that German Nazi fuck with all the tattoos now. And he goes, I didn't pull your hair. And this is like the scene, and I'm, you know, and I'm thinking, I'm totally feeling drama coming on, you know? And she's like, yes, you fucking pulled my hair. And he goes, if you want me to pull your hair, I'll show you what pulling your fucking hair is. And I go, I'm like, guys, let's, what the fuck? Relax. Dude, Sasha, don't pull her fucking hair. If she don't want her fucking hair pulled, don't pull her fucking. I'm not pulling her hair that hard. You know, if she can't take this, then maybe she shouldn't be doing porn. She looks up. I am the nastiest girl in the thing. Don't you fucking. I'm like, guys, let's relax. So as I'm doing this, Slava in the other room, Lizzie Borden in the other room, Anthony in the. They all run out of the room, and it's me by myself trying to get these two to calm the fuck down. I'm like, guys, relax, relax, relax. So now I put the camera down and walk over. I'm like, guys, listen, we gotta fucking, you don't understand. So they're fucking fighting. And I tell them, I say, guys, listen, I don't want drama, okay? I don't even want to be shooting this fucking thing. But I have to because I promised my fucking wife that I would do the camera for these fucking movies. Think I want to fucking be here at 8 o'clock at night on a fucking, on a set shooting you two arguing? Don't do this because I will kill this fucking scene. Nobody gets fucking paid. And I go home and I fucking watch goddamn TV and eat a fucking pizza. Is that what everybody wants? Now, again, I look to back me up, and they're all in the other room giggling, laughing. Like, you know, going, oh my God, there's going to be a fight on set. So I go, so guys, this is what I want. Catalina, you go in your fucking, in the bathroom, you relax, just take a break, fix up your fucking makeup. Sasha, you go outside, have a cigarette. I don't know what the fuck you're going to do, but no, we don't have to I go, yes, we have to take a break. I don't have the camera on. We're not shooting BTS so we can fucking humiliate people and put it up on websites. It's not the fucking goal. Okay? Why would you want to put stuff like this up on websites so you could show the government or you could show outside world what goes on a porn set, that there's fucking nasty shit that happens and guys are pulling girls' fucking hair and she's crying stop and they're punching each other. So they take a break, they come back in, we do the scene, and about 10 more minutes into the fucking scene, they're talking about punching each other again. I gotta fucking stop the scene again. Put the camera down. Yeah, like little fucking kids. I don't have the camera going, looking at fucking everybody. Let's see if we can get fucking people punching you. Get the fuck. Who the fuck wants to do that? So we never, ever did stupid shit like that. Ever. Anything we ever did was contrived. Even having the fucking girl in a fucking wheelchair. Okay? Fucking crawling on her little fucking knuckles, going over to suck on Rick Masters' dick. Again, all fucking contrived, all bullshit. That's what we did. So when I fucking look at a site like Ghetto Gaggers, and you literally have like a girl, a black girl sitting there, and the guy's like, so, you're a dirty nigger. Tell everybody why you're a low-rent piece of shit. Me? And what the fuck kind of girl sits there and lets these guys do that? It's horrible. 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 Completely fucking horrible. And they I mean, it's just horrible. So, if you're a bottom-feeding fucking girl that is so desperate for a fight, and I know they don't fight, it's not like they're paying these girls thousands of dollars, a couple $100. Couple $100 to suck a dick. That's it. Couple $100 to suck a dick. To basically just get fucking tortured. What are you, out of your fucking mind? Who would do that? Same thing with that porn star punishment that Brazzers Manwin had. Where you had these 2-3 guys beating the shit out of girls. Beating the shit out of them. I watched an Evil Angel scene where Nacho was literally, he had this girl and he was punching her in her face. Punching her like this. And the clip goes, these two are boyfriend and girlfriend. Really? I never heard that. Really? And you're punching a girl in her fucking face? I never, ever, Luciano and Jewel Denial, boyfriend and girlfriend, never punched him. He never punched her in her face. I mean, who the fuck does that? Dude, fucking nasty shit. Nasty shit. Again, people that will talk about extreme, they don't know what they're talking about. When they go, oh, Rob Black did all this crazy stuff, and who's he to talk? Asshole, I got 1,000 movies. What movies you want to see? Find me movies where guys are punching girls in the face, you stupid motherfuckers. Find me movies where I got black girls sitting there and I got a bunch of white guys calling a fucking girl dirty nigger and fucking stepping in her fucking face and making her fucking eat her own fucking vomit and fucking and telling her she's a worthless fucking nigger cunt. Find me that shit. Cause you ain't gonna, motherfucker. You ain't gonna find it. Ain't gonna fucking find it. Ain't gonna fucking find it. The movie I got busted on, well, at least one of the movies, was called Forced Entry. And if you watch Forced Entry, it's a fake rape movie. Nothing like what is out today. Nothing that is like that company Psycho Thrillers, where the guys are pretending to fucking a dead corpse. Katie Summers did one of those. It's nothing like that. It was a movie based off of Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. It was basically a porn version of Richard Ramirez that had me playing a reporter with a horrible wig. You watch that movie and you would say, what the fuck are these people talking about? This is the lamest fucking porn out there. Lamest fucking porn. I defy any of you fucking jerk-offs. I defy you to find me porn that I fucking made that is harder than anything kink.com and Princess Donna shoot, that's harder than fucking Nacho Vidal beating the fuck out of Girls for Evil Angel, fucking Porn Star Punishment, or fucking Ghetto Gaggers, where the guys are fucking literally beating the shit out of black girls, calling them worthless niggers. But I defy you. All you motherfuckers that say Rob Black doesn't have any room to... Fuck you! You fucking jerk-offs! You don't fucking know nothing about me because all you people that talk shit weren't even in this fucking business when I was fucking around. You motherfuckers are a bunch of Johnny-come-lately douchebags. I was go listen to me, you assholes. Go on Adult FYI, and there's a video on there, okay, from 1999 when the AVN show was called CES. And if you take a look, I got little braids. I got little black braids, jet black hair, long trench coat, basically doing what everybody does now, but 16 years ago. Take a look at that video. And I'm being interviewed. Behind me in the interview is a guy by the name of Bully Ray Dudley, when he was called Bubba Ray Dudley. And you'll go, oh my God, that is Bully Ray Dudley, the TNA ex-world champion. And the girl interviewing us is Kelly Holland, who is the manager of Penthouse right now. The great Kelly Holland was a film fucking interviewer running around CES talking to people. Okay? That motherfucker is when I was fucking making porn that people go, oh, Rob Black was just so outrageous. His stuff was so hard. Fuck you! You fucking low-life douchebags weren't even around then. There wasn't no Scott Sparks. There wasn't no fucking ghetto gaggers. And fucking Mike South was barely working. He already gotten fired by me at Elegant Angel. He was a worthless turd. Mark Spiegler wasn't even around. Mark Spiegler was just a nothing. He was hanging around with Dick Nasty, making fat girl fucking movies. Telling Dick Nasty, I got a couple $1,000, I could front you and we could make movies for LBO. Derek Hay wasn't even fucking around. He was in England being a fucking a hooker somewhere. Chris at Fox Modeling, T-Real. These fucking low-life pieces of shit weren't even around. Sandy at OC Modeling. She was a fucking housewife somewhere. None of these pieces of shit were around. Shit, Axel Braun was in fucking Italy spending his daddy's fucking money. None of these fucking people were around. And you get these fucking douchebags, Mike South and them. Oh, Rob Black claims he's responsible for everything. Well, guess what, asshole? I can give you lists of shit I was responsible for. If you can defy me and say I wasn't, I'm here. I'm all ears. I'm open, fuckheads. But the proof is in the fucking pudding. Proof is in the pudding. Mike South worked at Elegant Angel, released one movie. I got him fired. That's a fact. From that point, he was never anything. And he got ostracized to fucking Georgia and wrote a blog. Woo! Listen, do you really think that when you start off in the business as a movie maker and you're hobnobbing in Los Angeles and getting a job for Elegant Angel and you want to fucking be the big guy, you think your dream is to eventually wind up being ostracized in a fucking trailer in Georgia, writing a blog, dealing with people like Scott Sparks? Come on. You really think that's the dream? You really think that's the fucking ultimate goal? Get the fuck out of here, guys. What, are you kidding me? Everybody who gets in this business wants to be fucking respected. Everybody in this business wants to make movies. Everybody in this business wants to be somebody. You don't want to fucking come out here and get ostracized. Who the fuck wants that? Who the fuck wants to come out here thinking of dreams of grandeur and then the industry throws your ass out and you wind up fucking sitting in a fucking trailer? So, you know, when you look at these fucking people that you know, the T-Reals and the Scott Sparks and the girls that are associated with all these fucking urchins, and you get people that hit me up right about that, get the fuck out of here. I spend too much time talking about you now, you fucking jerk-offs. You fucking low-rent motherfuckers. Literally low-rent motherfuckers. Low-rent motherfuckers doing the most deplorable shit. Again, that fucking ghetto gaggers and even when you're working for Porno Dan and you're doing like the Porno Dan fuck party thing where it's you and you fuck Porno Dan and like 4 of his friends. Seriously, like 4 of these low-rent urchin dudes, and it's like this fuck house party, and you fucking show up and you fuck in each guy individually. I mean, literally, I heard from a fucking, I remember the story of a girl telling me about this fat guy that would be part of their crew, and at one point, the girl's on her back, and she's fucking is sitting there, and they got one of their fat friends, and he's squatting over her face, and they're all fucking telling her to eat his ass, and the girl's almost crying, and fucking the dude's dripping sweat from his asshole in her face. The fuck? You gotta be a real piece of shit to fucking do that type of stuff. I get it, man. One time you get fucking sent there from your fucking low rent piece of shit agent, but really, you just fucking go and work for fucking Porno Dan, and you're just doing these fuck house things, these fuck party things, and you're getting $500? What a piece of shit you are, man. What a fucking low-rent skavoza you are. That is a fucking low-rent fucking skeeve, man. Ugh. Seriously, you are a low-rent skeeve as talent when you're fucking doing that shit. A low-rent skivos. Totally. I mean, you can't get any more low-rent than doing and that's all Porno Dan pays. Fuck you guys. That's what he pays. Gives you $500 to fuck him and like whatever the other 3 fucking people that he has fuck the girls. You are a fucking low rent skivos, man. A dirty skeeve. That is nasty shit. Nasty shit. A low rent hooker. That's what you are. A bottom feeder. That's it. Sorry. That is it. And I'll say it time and time again. Any girl who needs an agent pimp in this business is basically a skeeve. She's a douche. That means she's not big enough, she's not good enough to be able to book her own stuff. But with that being said, if she needs an agent, there's really only 3 people to go to. And on that list of 3 people, it goes arguably Spiegler, Derek Hay, and fucking Sandy C. Modeling. And if you're not with one of those fucking pimps, you're a fucking skeeve. Okay? You're a fucking skeeve. Plain and simple. So, if you are low rent enough that you need a pimp, and you go with anybody but those 3, you are a fucking skeeve. You are a fucking dirty, low rent hooker skeeve. Sorry. Fact's a fact. And the girls who don't have a fucking agent are the only real intelligent ones. And they're the only real stars. Because if you're a star and you're a great performer, you don't need a pimp to take your money. You have a phone number. And or you have an assistant that can field those calls for you, and they handle where you're booking, where you're going. But there is no stars anymore in the adult business. There is no high-end talent that is in demand that a studio needs. It's nothing. They're just hookers. Sorry. Sorry, girls. Your era of being the next Jenna Jameson's over. Porn isn't like that anymore. Sorry. I know life sucks. And then we die. But hey. At least you'll die being a low-rent skeeve. Ta-da! It's the Rob Black Show. And when you get a chance, go to the Adult FYI. you'll see the story I'm talking about, and you can watch the video I'm telling you about. And that's the Dudley Boys as the Extreme Associates Bodyguards. That's what the clip is entitled. And you can even see Tom Byron with his Eminem haircut and Eminem look long before Jules Jordan, long before Mark Wood, and long before Barrett Blade. Tom Byron was rocking the piss yellow hair long before. Basically, Tom Byron was rocking the piss yellow hair when it was in style to rock the piss yellow hair. Not about 15 years past the expiration date. Yes. And you can see Rob Black rocking the jet black look. And under those shades, I got the guy eyeliner on. Basically, rocking the look when, again, it was in style. Not 15 years, 16 years later, when you look like a fucking clown with jet dyed black hair, eye makeup, and braids. So take a look at the clip. It's highly entertaining. And you can see what the CES used to be. You can see the amount of people that are there and the crowd and so forth and so on. And that's when porn was good. That's when the industry was good. That is the glory days. Glory days! In the wings of one bird, I know it is. Glory days. Glory days. That's what that is, ladies and gentlemen. So go and take a look at that video. It's highly entertaining. And then take a look at the XPW video. That was our intro before we went out of, I would say, closed down the company. And then I've got 2 videos up. I got the Jim Irsay, the fact that he got the owner of the Colts, and the fact that he was pulled over for driving under the influence of fucking pills. And then under that is For the Bible Tells Me So. It's a review by me of a great movie. And then underneath that, I have an interview from the old days. I think it's like 06 or 05 of Cammie Andrews. It's a highly entertaining interview. You can see what my interviews were like. They were fun. They were lighthearted. I didn't say, tell me what it's like to be a ghetto nigger, you filthy piece of shit. It was more of talking about what their life was like when they were young, what possessed them to get into porn, what's their family like, stuff that's actually entertaining to listen to and watch, not stuff that makes you cringe because you feel bad for the girl and can't believe that somebody would do what they're doing, and you have to imagine what type of self-esteem they have to be put through that type of treatment. So these are interviews that are actually funny and entertaining, and I would say ball-busting. And that is what it is. So take a look, man. And like I said, you guys will definitely be thoroughly entertained by these things. So go and take a look. All right. It's the ROB Black Show. And we are going to take a break. And like I said, go take a look at the videos, especially Tom Eminem. It's highly entertaining. And also in the video, you see him with this video with all these girls for AVN. And you could see some of the girls that are actually young. Like Nina Hartley's in there, and she's young. Raylene, I see Raylene, and she's thin and young. Kylie Ireland is in here. She's thin, young, and not full of tattoos. God, who else is in there? There's a whole bunch of entertaining clips. Literally, it's thoroughly entertaining. And just looking at me is entertaining into itself. Looking at Bubba Ray Dudley is pretty entertaining. And the fact that he's so fat and he's so bizarre looking, but he does have a hostile takeover shirt on, or a hat on, that we had. So that's pretty good. Anyways, I'm going to take a piss and, of course, take a break. But I'll be back. And when we come back, I'm going to give you guys a wrestling story, because it seems like Fridays I like to talk wrestling. And it's pretty good. I want you guys to watch the videos. Just go watch the fucking videos, for Christ's sakes. And we'll be back. So I'm going to give you guys, as always, a Rob Black soundbite to come out and listen to while I go pee. And first, let's hear a little Louie. Oh, God. Make sure all my audio is good. Always got to make sure our audio is good.
And Paul Warburg, loaned money to Hitler. Hitler killed little Jews. While Rothschild and Warburg stayed in the finest hotels in Europe. If you can't call Rothschild anti-Semitic and Warburg an anti-Semite, then don't you open your mouth against me.
All right, and we'll be back. Listen to some cripples. How do you feel about cripples or cripple models? Well, this is how we feel at the Rob Black Show. Oh, okay. This one was interesting. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh, really? Alright. Oh, man. Alright, so. I gotta tell you something, man. You know, there's something about our society and the things that we do when it comes to publicity and how we display people. And in New York Fashion Week, there's a first, and the model is in a wheelchair, all right? And her name is Danielle Scheidlock, okay? And she's a psychologist turned fashion model. And she's the toast of the New York Fashion Week, after becoming the first person to work the runway in a wheelchair. Guys, and it's not just, again, when you hear me say that, you're thinking, oh, somebody that broke her fucking legs in an accident, they got her doing her modeling. No, that's not what it is. You're sitting there saying, oh, It's somebody that was born paraplegic, like that paraplegic show about the girls that would scoot around the city, roller girls, every fuck was about that. Nope. 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 This is somebody that's after our own heart. And it just shows that when people look at this woman and or talk about this in a way that is a celebratory example of acceptance and beauty, what it is a fucking gimmick, and it's to get everybody to talk about this event, because there's nothing sexy whatsoever about a woman with spinal muscular atrophy, a condition that is impaired for motor skills, all right? Do you guys understand that? This is basically kind of an MS person. This is somebody like we talked about, like the comedians who've got the Kimby, you know, the crippled comedian, or the girl that's the twerker. I mean, you might as well pick the girl that we highlighted that twerks because she's got, well, not because, the girl that twerks because she's got the cerebral palsy. And same thing with the actress from Facts Life that played Jerry. She's like, "Hi guys, how are you?" All right, this is like the exact same thing. Because if you look at the girl in these pictures, you go to Yahoo.com and you look at the girl, she's not a model. Really, she's not that sexy. Seriously, she's not sexy at all. She's freaky looking. And they show her in her wheelchair. And she's got that muscular, dystrophy-looking body where her top chest, she looks like this dwarf, crippled fuck that we had that worked for us that's actually dead now. And his name was Diablo. And we used him. And his torso was about this big. All right, it was about that big. And he had these long arms that dragged down the floor like gorillas. And he had these weird long legs. And he walked with like one crutch. And he had these scars all down his one side of his body. And it looked like a great white shark attacked him and bit him on his side and dragged him through the fucking ocean. I mean, it was fucking frightening. And we put him in a bunch of porno movies where he was fucking girls. Literally, I had him fucking girls. And it was disgusting. It really was disgusting. And if you go, Patrick, our good friend Pat, actually sent us the video clips of this lady in her wheelchair, and you can take a look at her. Her name is Danielle Shy Puck Video Diary. And I mean, if I got more views than this cripple fuck, I don't feel so bad. Granted, she's got some videos where she's got 2,300 hits, but then she's got other ones where she's got 212 views. So I don't feel too bad. I mean, I got more views than this crippled bastard, all right? So, hey, man, I'm all right. I'm at least more popular than the crippled girl. I don't feel too bad. You know, if I started looking and she had 700,000 views, I would get a little disgruntled. But I mean, Jesus Christ, she's got one video here that's 9 months old and it's 160 views. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. I got better hits than you cripple fuck. Come on now. You know, come on. Fucking shag off. Fuck, I got a Mr. Marcus video that's got 9,000 views in less than a year, you motherfucker. So I beat this crippled cocksucker all the time. And she's on fucking Yahoo. She's in the fashion district. Jesus Christ. Anyways, her name is T49 Video. That's the YouTube page. So it's youtube.com/user/T49 videos /videos. Okay? And I'm far more popular than this broad. I'm far more popular. Dr. Daniel Scheipop interviewed about dating and disabilities. 160 views. Get the fuck out of here. God, she's ugly. That's not, again, alright guys, this is a gimmick. This is a gimmick. She's not beautiful. She looks like a crippled chick with fucking spinal muscular atrophy. Fucking ugly and gross. Alright? With this tiny little top and these long monkey legs and monkey arms and this big ugly long face. I know, some of you are probably saying I'm evil and I'm mean. Hey, I'm speaking it truthful with you. What do you want from me? You want me to lie? Is that what you want me to do? You fucking lie? What do you want me to be, Jane Marr? And I make fun of Alyssa Milano being a fat ass and then I gotta go and apologize? No, I'm not that. I'm not a pussy. Okay, I'm not a pussy. I'm not a fucking pussy. Alright? I'm not a pussy. I'm gonna look at this lady and say, she's not a model. Alright? This is like a freak show, and they put her in this to get fucking publicity. So people like me and other news agencies would fucking talk about it. And sure as shit, I'm talking about it. Yahoo's featuring it. So it served its purpose. But what do you think? Y'all say wrong is gonna fucking use her? You think fucking Lauren Taylor is gonna fucking use her? You think Neiman Marcus is gonna use her for their new fucking summer campaign of fashion models? Get the fuck out of here. Neiman Marcus Neiman Marcus won't even let black people in the fucking store, let alone a fucking crippled bitch. Are you kidding me? You're talking about these high-end stores. Oprah Winfrey gets fucking thrown out of Harrods in fucking London. You think these fashion places are gonna fucking have this crippled fuck rolling around in a fucking wheelchair in there? Get the fuck out of here. She'll be knocking over shit. Fighting. They'll be like, excuse me, cripple. Get the fuck out of here. But I want to look at your clothes. For what? You ain't gonna wear them? Well, I want to try them on. No, you're not. You ain't gonna try them on and get your shit back over our fucking $1,000 clothes. Get the fuck out of here. No, I want to try them on. No, you ain't gonna try them on. No, I want to try them on. Really? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna take the fucking hour to try a pair of pants on? Get the fuck out of here. Come here. What? Come here. I'm gonna let you try it on. They turn the wheel, kick her right there. She fucking wheel out of the fucking store. She go look for a cop. They threw me out of the store. A cop would be like, "Were you panhandling?" No, I'm a fashion model. The cop would, get the fuck out of here. She's in New York. Did you see her? Excuse me, officer, New York, jerk off. Yes. Yeah, what can I do for you, little cripple girl? This store threw me out. Yeah? You're panhandling, right? We pay Murphy at Trading Places. Panhandling? No, I'm a fashion model. You're for what? Get the fuck out of here. You ain't a fashion model. It's ROB Black Show. We're back. Get the fuck out of here. Man. Alright. Hey, I got my man Patrick. I love Patrick. He's a sweet man. For those of you who don't know who Patrick is, let me explain to you. There's my husband here, Rob's name. Hey there, I have your sticker. Okay, another text. Hold on, guys. Mr. Autobiography about the Black Horse. I can't miss the shop. All right, very cool. Very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool. We got stickers for the car, so very cool, very cool. All right, baby, I got the email. I just hit you back. My good friend Patrick, he's our resident show contributor. His name's Patrick. We don't really know what Patrick looks like because he doesn't really show us his face, and we don't know what he sounds like because we've never heard him on the phone. I have a email relationship with him. It's kind of like an internet love affair. That's all I can say. And he sent me a list of Netflix videos to watch because he'll send me ideas of movies that are good. Sometimes he sends me ideas that are good. Sometimes he sends me ideas that suck. Or I should say, Pat, I got a couple things for you because I know you're listening. Number one, I need you to do some art for me. But before I get to that, let me get to your Netflix list here. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick, and let me tell you, Pat, he told me I should watch Bill Maher's documentary, Religulous. Pat, what do you don't think I fucking seen that already, you retard? I'm the biggest Bill Maher fan there is. I talk about him all the time. That fucking thing came out a couple years ago. Of course I would have seen it. What the fuck is wrong with you, Pat? That's number one. Number two, Blackfish, Patrick. I see it on the Netflix, but I keep debating if I want to watch it because just exactly what you said. Sad, anger, and interesting. The sad thing, man, I'm a big, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I know you might not believe this, and I'm not going to really keep going into it because I might get real sad talking about it, but I am a big animal lover, as gay and as faggy as that sounds. I am, and when I see animals getting all abused and shit, I get like fucking emo. I fucking do. And I know we've all heard that joke and we've seen skits about it, but when that goddamn Sarah McLachlan commercial comes on with the fucking dogs all fucked up, I turn the channel. I literally turn the fucking channel. I'm like, duh! I don't even hear, when I go like this, we'll be sitting there if I'm watching TV, and all of a sudden, I'll be like, ah, turn the channel, la, 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 la. Literally like that. And if the remote is somewhere else, I'm like, ah, la, 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 and I walk away. I didn't want to fucking hear it. Don't even want to hear it. Don't even want to fucking hear it. And what's more disturbing is the other day when I was on Huffington Post during the day, I kept going to stories, and every time I would go to a story, they would have a pop-up commercial for a fucking dog, an animal abuse center like fucking the Sarah McLachlan thing. And I hit on 3 different links that I wanted to talk about stories with you guys, but I couldn't get through the story because it popped up like a dog that somebody beat and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? There was a story about a guy who just recently died who had balls. He had a sack of balls that were like 100 pounds. Swear to God. And it showed the guy with his balls, and he had them like in a sweatshirt, a hoodie sweatshirt that he used as a sling for his balls. And this guy recently just died. And it was a big story about him, but every time I tried to click on the stories, they fucking came up for abused dog fucking things. Ugh, I cannot. I'll tell you something. I could kill a fucking human before I could kill a fucking dog or a fucking cat. Swear to God. Isn't that fucked up? That says something about my fucking head. Not that I would just go out randomly and fucking fucking kill people, but if I was in like, okay, if I was in the fucking concentration camps, if I was in Nazi Germany, okay, and I had to take people and march them on fucking trains to send to Auschwitz, and the fucking Nazi guy said, all right, here it is. Those 50 puppies or those 50 little Jews. I probably would have been like, oh God, send the Jews. Oh, it's horrible. As always, Rob Black is just offensive. Oh, I know it's bad. It's horrible. It's horrible. I literally, I would though. I would. I know it's bad. Even, and I'm not just singling out the Jews in Nazi Germany. If I was in Rwanda, and the guy was like, oh, Mariba, we're going to kill these 50 Rwandans. Or we kill these 50 dogs and cats. Kill the fucking Rwandans. I'm horrible. Horrible. I know I'm bad. But at least I'm Rwandans, Jews, any mass genocide, I'm telling you I'd have to go with the humans than the fucking animals. My thing with animals is they're purely innocent. They really are. Humans, trust me, at some point, one of them Jews, one of them Rwandans did something that they deserved a fucking beating for, okay? Somebody deserved a fucking beating at some point. So, you know, if they're not taken care of now or back then, at some point, a beating would have occurred. But the fucking dog, it's just a fucking dog. The fucking thing was born, it's just a dog, it doesn't know anything, and then somebody beats it and sticks firecrackers in its ass and blows it up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. So, I know. This is another example of why I'm not going to have a fucking a show on MSNBC. I know. Right now, the MSNBC switchboard would be lighting up going, did he just say he would kill Jews and Rwandans over animals? Hey, fuck, in the Inquisition, I'd kill all those motherfuckers too before I kill a dog and a cat. Okay? Fish? Fuck fish. I'm alright with killing fish. But come on. A dog and a cat, I can't do it. I can't do it. I've literally, fuck a squirrel. I'll kill a fucking squirrel too. But not intentionally. Like, I wouldn't just go out with a hammer and fucking bash a squirrel's head in. I would get in the car and I would swerve out of the way of a fucking squirrel. But if I hit the squirrel, I wouldn't have to like take to my bed. But if I hit a fucking dog when I was driving, oh, I probably have to go to like commit myself for like a fucking week. It would trip me the fuck out. Totally trip me out. If I hit a fucking little Rwandan, fuck them. Switchboards lighting up. It's switchboard. I'm seeing MSNBC. Rob Black Show. Can you please hold? Rob Black Show. Can you please hold? Rob Black Show. Can you please hold? CNBC, 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 can you please hold? They'd be running into the fucking executives. Yes, our switchboard just broke. Why? We have 750 people on the line. that are protest. Right now, there are about 700 Jews, 900 Rwandans, and 3 Christians outside the building protesting the ROB Black Show. Why? What did he say? He said he would kill all of them before he would kill a dog and a fucking cat. Oh, man. Horrible. That's why I never did the hunting thing. My brother hunted, my dad hunted. I never did the hunting thing. And again, yes, I eat meat. I eat a fucking cow. But to me, a cow, it's a fucking cow. A chicken, it's a fucking chicken. Now, would I kill them myself? Fuck no. Hell no. Pig, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it myself. I couldn't literally have somebody go, here's a fucking hammer, and here's a fucking knife. Go fucking kill that chicken, and then fucking gut it. No, no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But I'll fucking bash a fucking human's head in with a fucking hammer. I got no problem with that. I know it's horrible, but I definitely could fucking listen. I've given somebody a beating before that I've never given to an animal. Okay. All right. I remember back in Rochester. I gave somebody a fucking beat down who was up in the rooming house one time, and where I have to tell you guys that story one day. I don't even feel like doing it because it'll get off track. But I got maced by the cops and everything because they saw a white guy just stomping on somebody in the middle of the fucking street in downtown Rochester. Me and another kid. We were 2 of us stomping on somebody. It's a long story, but I got maced. Anyways, I could bash a human's head in with a hammer. Like even when the dog shits in the house, I'm not even one of those people that go and grab the dog's face and put it in the fucking in their piss and spank them and hit them. I wig out. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I could do that to a fucking human. I easily could, if I came to Katie Summers' house and she had one of her fat friends over, one of her big fat friends that loved ham, and I walked in the door and one of her fat friends was in the corner, and she was like, oh, hey, Rob. And I go, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm just shitting. And she shit a big diarrhea on the floor. I would go over there and fucking smack the shit out of her. And I'd rub her fucking face in the shit. And I'd kick her in her fat gut. I would do that to a human before I do it for a dog. Why? Because a human fucking knows better. The dog doesn't know any better. It's a fucking dog. It's an innocent fucking creature that literally, when I hear people, I was over at a store once, and this kid I know who had like a little store, and he had a friend in there, and they were all talking, and another friend came in, and he had his dog with him. And I don't know what happened, but the guy started talking to him about disciplining, and about how his dog was so well disciplined, and the guy started talking about how he had a dog, and no matter how much he beat the dog wouldn't stop pissing the house. So he just fucking brought it to a street somewhere and just let it roam the street. And I remember I literally got up and I left. Like, I go, yo, man, I gotta go, you guys. And they're like, oh, so where are you going? So, and I'm like, I left because I was so fucking mad that I wanted to get up and fucking take a hammer and bludgeon this fucking kid in his fucking head. He was an Armenian besides, too. I did. I was so fucking pissed. It really pisses me off. So yeah, I easily, I could fucking, yeah, I could burn humans before I could fucking burn animals. I could. I never could do the hunting thing. To sit there and roam around in the fucking woods shooting deers and shit. Again, a deer, it's not a big love affair where I'm like, oh, a deer, oh, it's Bambi. But the concept of just shooting fucking deers and fucking, you know, just even fucking ducks flying. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know. Just something about it. It just fucking, the only thing I could really do is fish. And even then, I can count on my hands how many times I went fishing. Seriously. On my hands, I could count how many times I actually fished. Again, just hooking a live creature for the amusement of oneself, I've never been into. And I think that shows a little piece of you being a fucking nut job when you get off on killing an animal. Seriously. If your thrill is literally killing a living creature, again, I'm not a PETA activist. I'm not sounding like a faggot where it's like, oh, God, Rob. Again, I'm not. I get it. I understand it. But you got to understand also that there's still a little piece of weirdo-ness when you really get off on killing an animal. Even if it's a fucking bear, when you literally get off on walking in the fucking woods with a gun, and you're like, ooh, look, it's an animal. Yeah, I killed it. Now I'm gonna go over with my knife and gut it. You guys got to admit, as much as you in your own head say, Rob, you're being a little faggot, fine. Fine. You want to have a little bit of me being a faggot? You got to admit there's a little bit of you that's a fucking bit off who gets off on killing a human or a little animal or a big animal. You got a bear trap, fucking bear stuck in a fucking trap, you know, sitting on a boat and you're fucking gaffing fish, and then the fucking fish comes up and you take out the big hook, you know, stick it in its fucking side, hoist it on the fucking boat. Yeah, I mean, come on, again. If you're fucking got nets and you're fucking fishing for tuna, like the Greatest Storm, whatever the fucking thing with George Clooney, and those guys are like these fucking poor fishermen out in a fucking fishing village, and they gotta fish with nets to bring in the fucking tunas so they can fucking sell it to feed the town. And, oh, okay. But when you're like there with your fucking hillbilly friends drinking beers and you're just fucking fishing, or you're fucking out shooting quail, you got to admit there's something off with you when you're out there killing animals. So I was never into fucking killing animals, you know. When you look at guys like Ted Nugent, you know, and they, you know, come on in, look. And again, that shows you the guy loves to kill animals, is a big gun nut, but yet when he was in his 20s, he did everything he could to get out of going to the Vietnam War because he was a pussy. And you would think if you're a big fucking gun nut, you like to kill things, going off to war would be the first thing you would want to do. Going to kill gooks. How would that not be something you would be into? If you're a big avid hunter and a big avid fisher, and you're and you get off on fucking killing animals, I would think that you would get off on killing and stalking humans. Couldn't get any more than going off to Vietnam and being in the fucking brush hunting gooks. No, you wouldn't do that. Why? Because they shoot back at you, and they actually go to kill you A deer doesn't have a fucking knife and fucking throw it at you. So that's why I say avid hunters and people like that have a little bit of A, crazy, murdery, off nuttiness inside them, and 2, they're pussies. Because, again, most avid hunters never served a day in the military. I bet you if you did a poll on all of the NRA members that say they love their guns because they're hunters, I guarantee you more than 50% of those hunters had never served a day in the military. Guarantee you. And again, you would think that if you're a gun nut and you're a hunter, you would love to be in the military. Go off to Iraq and kill towelheads? How is that not any cooler? How is killing humans not the ultimate prey? Well, it's not for a hunter because that human fires back at them. A deer doesn't fire back. You know, somebody who abuses dogs, the same thing. So, again, I don't know if I could watch the Blackwater, Blackfish, and I've gone by it a ton of times, but it's about fucking SeaWorld and how they take those whales and they fucking abuse the fuck out of them. And I know the only thing that would be cool about the documentary is they have the footage of the whales killing the trainers. That I know. I know they got where, like, you know, the trainer's in the water and the trainer's going, ooh, jump, Shamu. And they show Shamu jump in the air and fucking land on the fucking trainer's fucking head. And you're like, wow, that was awesome. That was awesome. You know, that was awesome. I know that would be the highlight. But where they abuse the fucking whales, and again, it's a fish, it's a whale. It's not a dog, but the whole, again, abusing animals totally fucks with me. It trips me out, and I'm not a faggot where, you know, well, then don't wear leather belts and don't eat cow and don't. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a fucking dog. I'm talking about a goddamn cat. You know, I'm talking about fucking, you know, animals like that. When you talk about Asia and they eat dogs and they eat cats, and I go, what? I go, what? What do you fucking know? Well, it's a delicacy. Wow. You know, in Japan, and they kill dolphins. Again, I'm not Mr. Big Flipper. Oh, Flipper. It's not, but it's a dolphin, and you just you fucking slaughter them. What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, that's our tradition. Oh, okay. Well, our tradition is hunting gooks. How's that? It's fuck. So, Patrick, I don't know if I can watch Blackfish. Okay. I don't know if I could. If I could watch that. And the other documentary, Patrick. The other documentary he said is Bully. And again, Pat, I seen this fucking trailer and I seen this on Netflix, and I don't know if I could watch this because it's about kids being bullied in school. And I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could watch little kids getting bullied. That's another fucking thing that bothers me. Little kids getting fucked with. That's disturbing to me too. If that's the documentary that I'm pretty sure I saw, you know, the trailer on, I don't know if I can watch that. I don't want to be sad when I watch a documentary. You know, I don't even want to be sad when I watch a fucking movie. Okay, if I'm gonna be sad in a movie, I want to be sad out of happiness, like The Butler. That was a sad out of happiness, you know. The fact that he voted for Obama after basically going through this whole, 50, 60 years of the plight of the black man. And, it's like at the end, you shed a tear and you're like, oh my God, that's like so fucking moving. Blah, blah, blah. I like that. That's a cool cry, but when you're watching little fucking kids in school getting bullied and they're crying and, oh God, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. Because you just want to fucking reach through the fucking TV and slap the shit out of somebody, for letting this happen. You're like, why is this happening? It's horrible. Horrible. Again, adults getting fucked with, I could give two shits. Seriously, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. Because, trust me, somewhere down the line, that adult did something that was fucked up. Somewhere down the line, that adult did something that was fucked up. We've all done shit that's fucked up. And we all just never been caught for it or been called out on it. So when something shitty happens to somebody, and you're like, wow, that was unexpected, you're like, no, it wasn't. They did something at some point that was fucked up, and this is payback. This is karma, bitch. Oh, okay. But what does a little 10-year-old kid, what kind of karma does a little 10-year-old kid have? The only karma they got is the fact that their parents were pieces of shit, and they got raised into a piece of shit family. So, again, Pat, you bully with kids being beaten up and stuff, I just can't fucking roll with it. I can't roll with, that type of shit. It's kind of like the God, the Bible told me so. I was all right with it because everybody was adults. And the kids were, they weren't kids anymore. Like the one kid that was like a high schooler, who the mom explains when he came out, she went down to the driveway and they wrote faggot on the driveway. And she was crying. That didn't move me because the kid was like 16, he was like 17, and he was a strong-willed kid. And he's the one that turned out to be this big activist at this age. And he's fucking marching in front of the fucking God hates fag churches. So to me, it wasn't like it was a 12-year-old being bullied. It was a 17-year-old who basically was like, so I'm a faggot, ow, fuck you. It wasn't a moving thing. It was the mom being all emotional, which you could understand, but it didn't bother me because the kid was just a very strong kid. The kid was like, call me whatever name you want, but I'll fucking, I'll fucking just wither the storm. And as the documentary went on, this kid in the documentary, you could tell his father was a preacher. That was the whole premise, that the parents are these big religious people and the father is a preacher. And when the kid comes out gay, it's like all dramatic, and the parents wind up, basically converting and preaching, and they actually show the parents getting arrested for trespassing on the God Hate Fags church, and going to jail for the son, and they all get handcuffed. So you see the kid speaking and talking, and I looked at Katie. I said, he's a great speaker. I go, he's a preacher. You can tell he got that from his dad, because his dad's the preacher too. The only thing that was disturbing was the father had this weird, lazy, funky eye everywhere. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Get that fixed. Have God fix your eye. But I was cool with that. But Patrick, your 3 documentaries, Bill Maher, I already seen. Blackfish, I don't know if I want to be sad about killing Shamu. And Bully, I don't want to see little kids getting fucked with. That's horrible. It's like when you see, it's like when you see, it's like when you see, it's like when you see a kid getting fucked, and I mean not. Let me wait a minute. Let me slip that back. It's like when you hear kids getting molested and things like that. It's fucking it's deplorable, and it again is one of those things that when they happen, you just want to fucking rage on people. I don't even want to fucking. It's like, ugh. I want to fucking kill people again. And when you're fucking with children, it's like, ugh. And again, I'm not a fucking. I'm not a. I'm not a kid lover. Again, let me reframe that. I mean, like, everybody's a kid lover. I'm not somebody that wants kids. I'm not somebody that when I see other people's kids, I'm like, oh, so adorable. I hate fucking being around people's kids. Ugh. And when I go to malls or I go somewhere and the little fuckers are running around and boogery and but to watch somebody hit a child or fucking hear people fuck kids and stuff, that is just, it's like, I hear about that and I get sick to my stomach. When I'm at a mall and I see a mom beat the fuck out of her kid, it kills me, because I don't think there's any reason you ever have to hit your kid. Totally, I'm one of those. I'm one of them people that are like, dude, don't hit your fucking kid. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you raise your kid properly, you shouldn't ever have to resort to that. Your child should know when mom and dad says don't do that, that don't fucking do that. You know, believe it or not, I make jokes about some of the times in growing up, but I could probably count on my hand, this hand, how many times I was hit, and all those times my mom came to me and with that crying parent thing, I'm like, I can't believe I did that. And it was like, I didn't come from a family. My dad never fucking hit me. I think my dad hit me in the back of that head once, but that doesn't really count. Like, I did something, and my dad would call it a biff. And as I walked away, he hit me, it went like that, and said, what's wrong with you? And it wasn't like a violent. It was more like, you dummy. Kind of like a coach would hit you on your helmet and be like, you dummy. It was more like that. It was like one time. And I told you the time my mom hit me with her claw, and I was swinging by my arm. That, and she hit me with a wooden spoon once. And after that, she would say, you want me to get the wooden spoon? And I go, no. That was it. I literally could count the 3 times. I got hit in the back of the head by my dad, a biff, with a little slap. My mom hit me with the wooden spoon. And that was hilarious because she was hitting me and I was trying to block it, and then she's hitting my hand with the spoon, and I'm like, ah, ah, ooh, ah, and I'm swinging, and she's hitting my hip, and I'm fucking, and then I like freed myself, and I was like, ah, fuck. And then the other time was with the clog at the Cape Cod. That's it. So I never came from the family that beats the fuck out of kids. You know those kids that as they grow up they flinch. You know, where you, if you make a move to them or something, you have a girlfriend where you're like, hey honey, like, you know, you go to like to their face and they go, Like, and you're like, whoa, what's wrong? I go, oh, nothing. I wasn't going to hit you. I was just going to your face. I go, what, you hit as a kid? No, I wasn't hit as a kid. Bullshit. Any fucking adults that flinch and do stuff like that when you fucking make moves for them, they were fucking abused as kids. Totally abused as kids. So when I see kids getting hit by their parents, it trips me out. And fucking, may God, I never seen a parent fuck their kid. But when I read about it, I think to myself, how do you live? How the fuck could you live in a society and even get through life fucking a kid? Even, and I'll tell you this, and I know a lot of you guys will disagree with me because some of you are disgusting, degenerate motherfuckers. Even people that date really young girls. Like a guy who's like, yeah, my girlfriend's 18. It's like, dude. It's like, fuck, that's young, man. I mean, I remember when I was 18, and I was like a retard. And I remember the girls that I went to school with that were 18, and they were fucking retards. And then you get those other states where guys, and they're allowed to date a girl that's 17, or you even get the states back in the day where guys dated 16-year-olds, or in some of the states they could get emancipated, where the parents can sign off and you can get married and be with someone at 16. You're a fucked up warped motherfucker to fucking be with a fucking girl that's 16 and 17 years old, and you're fucking any age that is older than 21 as a guy, and you're fucking around with 16-year-olds. You're a fucking nasty motherfucker, man. You're a nasty motherfucker. So I don't know if I could watch the bully thing, because again, the kids, that trips me out. Patrick hit me with unconditional love versus stupid humans. Patrick goes, dude, I'm the exact same way. My cat was a stray, the nicest cat in the world. Totally appreciates everything. Spent 4 years and he purrs all day still. Fuck, I owned a restaurant in the hood. I could care less of the homeless retards around the neighborhood. Being in that area all day, you see the daily scum played by most of these hustlers. Even the stupid fucks I grew up with, if any of them asked me for anything, I told them all to fuck off. Exactly. 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 Seriously, it's you know. Katie just hit me and said she went to high school with a girl that married when she was 16 to a 30-year-old. That's just foul, man. That really is foul. You know, that's just foul. I'm 40, and Katie's 24, and that's about. And I know it sounds lame, but that's about my limit. And even being with her in the beginning was a kind of a daunting task of being used to somebody that was that much younger than you. And if you're a person that enjoys that whole process, there's something fucked up. And I used to tell Katie, I used to say, you know, I have to get used to relearning what this is like. I go, you gotta understand something. I used to tell her. I go, I've done this before. I go, I have grown with somebody since I was young, to being where I am now. I go, I've done this. So I've gone through the life struggles, and I go, I'm 40 years old. I go, as much as you say you love me and we'll be together forever, I go, you know, you've got another one of these in you. You know, I go, I thought I would be with somebody forever, and I thought forever was ever. And when somebody tells you we're soulmates and we're going to be together forever, and you go through the shit that I went through, and at the end of the day, they basically tell you to fuck off. You know, that's that reality check where you go, nothing is forever. So I would tell Katie, I say, you know, you got another one of these in you. You know, I don't. I'm 40, so it's going to take me getting used to kind of relearning what it's like to go through this. And to me, I couldn't imagine being with younger people because it's a process. It's a chore. You know, because you guys got to understand something. You know, you either have to get them up to speed, or they got to get you up to speed. Now, do you want to get up to speed on how to go to raves and how to fucking pump to Skrillex and, you know, okay, there's a give and take. And then you got to get them up to speed and say, this is what politics are. This is what a fucking newspaper is. This is how the government works. These are the things that are happening in the world right now that can affect us. So you have to do education. They have to do education. And you got to fucking meet in the fucking middle. So when you go to fucking dinner, it's not about, well, let's eat, let's stare at each other so we can go home and then fuck. And that's your life. Who the fuck wants that? So you actually have to relearn. You know, it's like learning to fly again. And you have to sit there and say, okay, how do I do this? I forgot what it's like to go, I just want to sit on the couch all weekend. And it's like, no, I want to, you know, go to here, and I want to walk there, and I want to see this. So you have to go, oh, I remember what that was like. And then you have to then, when you're having a conversation and they go, I don't know what that means, you can't go, because, again, not everybody is 40-something years old that goes, oh, yeah, I've gone through 3 presidents. Oh, I've gone through, you know, the Gorbachev, tear down this wall. You know, I've gone through, you know, you got to remember, people in the early 20s, they have no idea what the Cold War was. They have no idea who Gorbachev was. They have no idea any of these things. So these are all learning processes. And when you talk to guys, they're like, yeah, man, I love them young. It's like, why? Are you a fucking retard? Like, you like girls that are completely void of any world experience, and they're just like, oh my God, let's do a selfie. Dun, 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 dun. Are you fucking nuts? Yeah, that's great for about 4 or 5 months, but then at some point, you want somebody that will go, hey, did you read the newspaper today and hear that Russia wants to nuke us? Oh, wow, I didn't know that. So be wary of guys that are avid hunters and guys that want girls that are fucking 16, 17, and 18 years old. I mean, think about it. If you're a 30-year-old man and you want to marry a 16-year-old girl and you get their parents to sign off on that, you're a fucking pedophile, man. Because at 30 years of age, what do you have in common with a 16-year-old kid? Other than, I don't know, fucking a kid. That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. And that's fucking creepy. So, to me, I think 24, 25 is like the perfect age if you're going to date and go out with somebody that is much younger than you. Now, if you're a fucking 80-year-old man, you know, I don't know, whatever. But when you're someone like me, anything younger, you're kind of in that territory of really, not that you're into being a pedophile, but you're into this voided space in life where you're just like, I just want you to fuck your young pussy and that's it. Definitely, definitely no. 24, 25 is that good age because in theory, they're out of college. If you think about it, they're already in the workforce. They're already experiencing life. Because most of us get out of high school at the age of 18, 19, and you're in college. So if you're in college for 4 years, you're out at 22, 23. So at the age of 24, 25, you're already technically supposed to be 2 years into your career, or 2 years into law school, or 2 years into being a doctor, and that's if you got a really smart girl. But for the most part, you got 2 years in to a girl that could possibly be working for the government, a girl that could possibly be a school teacher. 24, 25 years old, you could be a fucking high school teacher. So at 24, 25, a girl is pretty much already in that, here's what I'm going to do, here's my career, here are my goals, because they should have already been 2 years out of college by then. They're already like I said, they're already 2 years into the workforce, making 50, 60,000 a year, going, yeah, I graduated from Princeton 2 years ago, I got a job with the senator, I'm the executive assistant, blah, 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 blah. Anything in the 1920s, you're like, yeah, I was in high school last year, and they voted me most and best blowjob giver. Oh, fuck me. What do you want to do in life? Well, what I want to do is be a professional shopper. What? Well, what I want to do is I want people to pay me, and I just go and I buy things. That's what you want to do for the rest of your life? Yes! Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Nah. So, that's not good. That's not good. Anyways, it's the Rob Black Show. And Patrick told me he'll make me another list for Netflix. Pat said he's going to make me another list for the to look at, and I can look at it on the night show. And Pat, like I looked at the Iran thing that you sent me, and the Iran, it didn't do nothing for me. Again, it's like what the fuck was it about again? A guy or a band, something that was doing it. Just wasn't doing it for me. Yeah, Pat, let me tell you what I like. This is what I like. I like the biblical stuff that gives you the truth, not bullshit like God lived to be, this guy lived to be 100 years. I like the religious stuff where they go, this story's bullshit, and if you believe this, you're a retard. I like that. Me and Katie watched a documentary that basically dispelled religion. It was like a Bill Maher Religulous, and it showed how the story of God is basically derivative of a bunch of other fictional stories, Horace and things like that. That was a good document. I like stuff like that. I like stuff about the end of the world. I like stuff about the Illuminati type things. But again, the documentary's got to be good. They can't be done where it's like real cheesy, like low end. There's a documentary on there about like the devil, and it looked like you know, fucking, it was made by 2 grammar school kids. What else do I like? Financial collapse. I seen one on there that was pretty bad. Meaning it was about a guy who predicted all these, at least he says he predicted all these financial collapses, and it's him in a room all by himself. It was about basketball. Thank you, Catherine. It was about that Iran thing, Pat. It was about a basketball player in Iran. I'm not real big on basketball. You like basketball. I'm not a big basketball person. Too many fucking colors. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. The switchboard just lit up right now. MSNBC, can you please hold? MSNBC, can you please hold? MSNBC, can you please hold? Yes, sir. We have another problem with the Rob Black Show. What is it? He said he didn't like basketball because there was too many colors. Oh, God! I'm joking. Come on, I love football. All colors. Except for the quarterback, you know, because they're not smart enough to be quarterbacks. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was horrible. It was a joke, and it was only a joke derived from Rush Limbaugh. If anybody is really a fan of our show would know that I talk shit on Limbaugh and stuff. And Rush Limbaugh did a thing, serious, not a joke. Like, he talked about how Donovan McNabb would never win a Super Bowl for Philly because he wasn't smart enough, and black quarterbacks aren't smart enough. So that was like the Rush Limbaugh shot. Anyways, I love football, and it's full of colors. So I love that word, colors. Yeah, Pat, find us a good documentary about the secret society of the Illuminati. Something like that. That's all good stuff. Oh, man. And Patrick, I'm going to send you the artwork idea I have for, basically, Pat, I need it for the book. We have the book done. And Tom Byron's got it ready to go, but I need the artwork on it. I need the artwork for the cover, and I got a great idea. Because remember, the book title is called All Right, Good Night. And I got to tell you how I want it to be, and it's pretty awesome. Okay? So I'm going to email you the idea, and you got to do it. You got to do it, Pat. And I know you'll have time. Don't be all fucking gay on me. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick says this to me. Listen to this. He goes, email me the concept. If I get it time this weekend, I'll have a copy and I can read it. What the fuck else are you going to do this weekend, Patrick? You can get the fuck out of here. You ain't going to be doing shit. Just hook me up with my fucking cover for the book, for Christ's sakes. Don't fuck with me and tell me you got things to do. You ain't got nothing to do. Except make the fucking cover for the Rob Black Show. Anyways. Oh. I'm looking at the window of what all the people are coming to the club now. It's 2:18, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2:18 p.m. on the Rob Black Show. And we're getting into them final 45 minutes of the program. And let me tell you guys, we're going to cut out of here at 3 o'clock because, let me explain to you. Let me explain to you how. We got to go get new tags for the car, okay? We got to get new tags for the goddamn car so that we don't get fucking pulled over for like the 100th time because there's no fucking tags on the goddamn car. Well, there's tags, they're just expired. And it fucking sucks having to dodge cops every time we're driving because we have the goddamn expired tags. So at 3 o'clock, we got to get out of here and get our asses to, I got to go to, where the fuck do I got to go? I got to go into the fucking valley. I know, I hate having to go in the valley. I hate the fucking, and when I say the valley, this always gets confusing. Right? Let me explain. It gets confusing for people because we are technically in the valley. Being here in North Hollywood, we are technically here in the valley. I get it. But I consider the valley Northridge. I consider the valley Chatsworth. I consider the valley Woodland Hills. I consider North Hollywood fucking North Hollywood. It's Hollywood. We're just in North Hollywood. Not West Gay Hollywood, but we're in North Hollywood. But in theory, this is still San Fernando Valley. I kid. Okay, all you fucking, you geographical fucking wizards, I get it. But in my motherfucking mind, I don't consider this the motherfucking valley. I consider this North Hollywood. Well, actually, I consider where our studio is fucking shithole. That's not even on the map. That's not even on the map. When you go to the Thomas Guide, if they still even have that out here in Los Angeles, when you go to the fucking Thomas Guide and you look at the areas, it just goes, you know, Chatsworth, Northridge, North Hollywood, shithole. That's who we are. So I don't even consider this North Hollywood. Where Katie Summers is considered NoHo / North Hollywood. This is just shithole. Okay? When you are on the corner of basically Victory and Van Owen on Lancashire, that's shithole. That's the map. Shithole. Okay? Seriously. That's the shithole. Yeah, I mean, we might as well be in fucking Pacoima, for Christ's sakes. Jesus. Anyways, it's a shithole. That's where we are. So I got to go down to get our tags and be able to fucking not have our car be illegal anymore, and we can have fucking tags. Because literally, if you ever want to get harassed by the cops, just come on down this shithole here, because this entire strip has cop after cop after cop, literally. You could sit out here and watch how many fucking cops go up and down Lancashire. It's amazing. It's amazing how many fucking cops are on this fucking strip. I mean, you couldn't imagine there was this many fucking police officers in the North Hollywood area on this one strip. Seriously, on this one area, this one fucking area, it is it's just crazy, fucking crazy, fucking crazy. Tons of fucking cops. Tons of fucking cops. Seriously. Tons of fucking cops. Oh, crazy. So, anyways. That's why we gotta go at 3 o'clock, so I can fucking get our fucking tags. Okay? Hey, get the fucking tags. Tags are important. Again, we don't want to fucking. We don't want to. We don't want to fucking. We don't want to keep getting fucking busted. So, anyways. That's 20. I'm up to about 50 grams of protein today. That's it. That's it. That's it. I need to beef that up a little bit more. But hey, we'll continue with our fucking protein run later on in the day. Anyways, it's the ROB Black Show, and we're kicking it on through and moving on up. Moving on up to the east side. Finally found a piece of the pie. We're moving on up to the east side. And I finally, oh Jesus, Katie Summers just said she farted and it smells. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Katie Summers farted. It probably smells like lubrication and peanuts. Because lubrication, that asshole is constantly being lubed for her ass fucking cam shows. And peanuts and cheese, because that's what was eaten last night at about 3:30 in the morning. Literally, 3:30 in the morning after we got done working out. What do you guys think? You think I'm looking bigger? What do you guys think? You think I'm looking fucking, I'm looking bigger? What do you, come on, what do you think? Don't be fucking jerk-offs. Well, don't be fucking jerk-offs from December 24th, when I weighed 138, and I told you guys that I was slimming down to bulk back up. You think I'm looking bigger? What do you think? What do you think? You think I'm getting back? You think I'm in fucking, what do you think? What do you think? You think I'm fucking, what do you think? Come on! God! Wait up! You get a fucking fresh one, you cocksuckers. I give you a fucking I give you and you so many fucking fresh ones. You wouldn't even be able to fucking stand up anymore after I did that. Okay? Oh shit. Katie says she doesn't use lube. She doesn't use lube. Let's see here. All right, I might have just did something for Patrick. Patrick, you guys, I think I might have done a Zapruder picture for you guys. I might have done a Zapruder picture. Okay? It's not a complete good picture, but I think I might have done a Zapruder picture of one of the strippers. Katie said I look bigger. Thank you, Katie, but you would normally say that. She said my arms are sexy. Okay, I like that. Anyways, it's the ROB Black Show. I wanted to talk about a wrestling story, but I don't know if we got the time. It's 2:30. I might be able to talk about it, but I don't know if we have the fucking time. Oh, God. I don't know. I will give you guys a little tip, though. Guess what? The search for the missing airplane is turning up nothing. Oh, shit. Katie Summers just sent me the official pictures of a workout shot we did last night. It's pretty good. I'm going to have to post this on my Instagram. Should I do it now, you guys? Okay, I'm going to do it right now for all my followers. What do you think, guys? Tell me, should I do it? Fire! Should I do it or what? Come on. Should I do it? Anyways, while I'm doing this, you guys realize that they still have not found the goddamn wreckage. You guys fucking understand that? And me and Katie were. It's horrible. We were talking about this, and it's kind of sad. But they thought they found a bunch of debris, and they went out. And remember we talked about the cargo containers? And hey, Katie, send me that picture. Email it because I can't get it. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can email it myself. They found a bunch of debris, okay? And at the end of the day, they are now, I got it, Kate, don't worry. They now have been flying where the debris is, and there's no fucking debris no more. They can't find the debris that they found on fucking satellite. How's that? And last night, I'm literally sitting there, and it's 3:30 in the morning, and me and Katie are sitting there, and they talk about how the airplane flew over, and after about 2 hours of searching, when they flew over and searched, they found no sign of the debris. So now, the debris, this 80 fucking foot floating, whatever the fuck they said they found or seen on satellite, is now not there. So whatever was floating is now not floating anymore. And I said, Catherine, I said, are you fucking serious? And literally, we're sitting there in awe going, I can't believe that these poor bastards can't find now the goddamn debris. Like, how do you... They had fucking debris. They had fucking debris. And we're not talking about a fucking... a seat fucking cushion. We're talking about something that they said was 78 feet long that was bobbing in the water. They've got airplanes now that are out going all around the area. They can only go for about, they say, an hour and a half to 2 hours before they got to turn back because it's so far out that they only have so much time before they fucking run out of fuel. They can't, that's like the home base is that far of the ships and mainland and stuff. So they literally can't find this debris that's supposed to be floating 80 fucking feet. 80 fucking feet. They can't find a floating object now. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus Christ. Is this just fucking insane? Again, it's I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. All right, guys, I got my my picture here. How do we look? How do we look? Question. Is it are we XPW ready? Okay, wait a minute. Is it XPW? There you go, guys. I'm doing this out. All right, guys. There it goes. Boom. Go to the Instagram. I just sent out the new pictures of me and Katie Summers in the gym, and I'm showing off my guns, and she's showing off her stomach. You tell me, do I look like I got a little bigger than when I weighed 138 in December? You tell me. You tell me, motherfuckers. All right. So here's the new report. Purported transcript. Plane's final minutes of communication is normal. According to CNN, there's no struggle, no panic, no clues. A purported transcript of the final 54 minutes of communication with Malaysian Airlines reveals nothing to suggest a problem, either mechanical or man-made. Britain's Telegraph obtained what it reported to be transcript of exchanges between co-pilot Farouk Abdul Hamad and air traffic controllers from before the flight took off until the final transmission of, all right, good night. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that's the title of the brand new ROB Black book that will be out by Monday. Yes, it will be available on Amazon, Nook, all of the e-book places come Monday, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's continue. CNN was unable to immediately verify the authenticity of the transcript, but according to the report, nothing on the purported transcript suggests that anything unusual or untoward occurred before the communication with the Boeing 777 ended. It said Hamad signed in at 12:36 a.m. From Kuala Lumpur in Beijing, and has reported the last transmission from the plane occurred at 1:19 a.m. At 1:07, Hamad says the plane was flying at a cruising altitude of 35,000 feet, which repeated information provided 6 minutes earlier, the Telegraph reported. A former British Airways pilot who flew the same kind of aircraft found nothing suspicious about the exchange. It could be as simple as the pilot forgetting or not being sure that he had told air traffic controllers he had reached the altitude. The former pilot, Steve Landelis, told the Telegraph he might be reconfirming he was at 35,000 feet. It is not unusual. I wouldn't read anything into it. Nothing unusual appears in the purported transcript around the plane's final transmission, which came 2 minutes before its transponder stopped working, the Telegraph reported. That's it. So far, we got nothing. And the debris is nothing. I mean, Jesus.
So yeah, I think we're good. I think that about wraps it up.
Jacob.
Great. I'll send it
Shut the fuck up. I mean, guys, seriously, it's just insane that they had a debris field. They had a goddamn 80-foot floating chunk of something. And they flew over it, and guess what? Not a nothing. Nothing. Balls. Nothing. I mean, Jesus Christ. A 79-foot debris. Seriously. 79-foot long debris, something, and then a 16-foot long. Jesus. Nothing. That's fucking trippy. Again, someone needs to let the United States get in on this, man. Seriously, somebody needs to fucking let the goddamn United States get in, and we'll find that shit. We will find that shit. But let me say this, and let me ask you guys if any of you would admit to this now. You got to 100% admit without any hesitation, please, and I'm begging you guys, you have to admit without any goddamn hesitation that this whole concept that everybody likes to profess, that being that the government sees everything, that we are all under surveillance, everything is wiretapped, the intelligence community has everything on lockdown. You know, when everybody speaks of on the facts that the government has got this country on some spy kick, and Obama knows, you know, has committed all these heinous crimes and yada, 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 yada. It kind of makes you think that it's all pretty much bullshit when you have a fucking airplane that has been missing now for 15 days and nobody has any idea where the fucking airplane is. You guys got to admit, it kind of throws this whole concept of the president knowing and spying on everybody, and you know, and we are, you know, living in this communist society that, listen, if we were living in this communist society and our president is committing some of the worst wiretapping and satellite spying and all of these horrid things, well, can somebody give me an explanation why nobody can find a fucking airplane? I mean, think about it. A fucking jet. A 777. Okay? If we have the most sophisticated satellites in the entire world, if we have everybody on lockdown, if we fucking spy on the German chancellor's phones, how is it that nobody can find this fucking airplane? Kind of throws this whole theory out the window that we know where everything is. It's an Orwellian fucking world we live in, and you can't even go outside without the government knowing what's going. Yeah, well, guess what? Nobody can find the fucking airplane. Okay? And nobody can find a fucking airplane. So, guess what? United States ain't too Orwellian. China, those motherfuckers who limit how many kids you can have, they ain't too Orwellian, considering they don't fucking know where 235 of their own citizens are. Malaysia, every one of these places aren't too Orwellian because nobody can find a fucking airplane. And nobody can find a 80-foot floating box of debris or whatever the fuck it is. Nobody can find shit. And you guys are going to tell me that they can fucking locate your fucking ball sack in the middle of a fucking cornfield on a hot, rainy night while you have a cell phone jammed up your asshole and a girl sucking on your toes? Get the fuck out of here. You know, we really do take these concepts that all these Tea Party, right-wing conspiracy, Alex Jones nuts have, and we really do blow them up in such a way that we believe all that crap they tell us. From, you know, we should be planting seeds on our rooftop gardens to grow our own food because there's going to be a financial collapse and all the food supply is going to be gone. Yeah, motherfucker, they can't even find a fucking airplane. Okay, you guys give our country and the world, for that matter, way too much credit, considering that there's like 14 nations involved in trying to find one fucking airplane. And on top of that, there's 14 nations involved to try to find an 80-foot debris field that is supposedly supposed to be bobbing in the water. And they got airplanes flying over the debris field going, I just see water, Captain. No, you should be seeing the debris. You are right where the debris is. Listen, I don't see debris. You should know, motherfucker, there's no debris! Rape! Rape! And they fucking fly away. Fucking debris field. There ain't no fucking debris field. Nobody's seeing nothing. Nobody's seeing debris. They can't find a plane. Putin, he's taking fucking volunteers from countries. They're like, hi, can we be part of you, Russia? He's like, yeah, come, you be part of me. Got fucking Israel going, we're going to bomb Iran. Oh, okay. So the Jews are going to go start bombing people. You know, I found that pretty funny today. I seen the report that Netanyahu, like, they perked up their little rhetoric and said, you know what, we're thinking about just going and bombing Iran maybe in a week or two. So like, the entire world is preoccupied with those fucking jerk-off Russians. And you got the Jews all of a sudden going, yeah, we're going to bomb. Yeah, we're just going to bomb. While all you guys are busy with these Russians, we're just going to go and fucking bomb Iran. The fuck you are, motherfucker. I mean, really. And you got a missing airplane. Great. Seriously, you guys think I'm joking? There's a fucking report today that Benjamin Netanyahu is put aside. It was so funny when I read this. Like, it said they put aside. Oh man, you gotta love them. And I always thought this was just like a joke, but I guess their money's called shekels. And Benjamin Netanyahu is ordered to prep for a strike on Iran in 2014 and is allocated 10 billion shekels, which equals $2.87 billion for the groundwork. Earlier this week, Defense Minister Moshe Yaalon hinted that Israel would have to pursue a military strike on its own, with the U.S. having chosen the path of negotiations. And the military chief, Lieutenant General Benny Gantz, Benny, can't get any more Jewy than that, said this week that Iran is not in an area that is out of our military's range. So you do realize, anybody, listen, I just want you guys to understand this. First off, this is such warmongering for right now Israel to start talking like this. When 5, 6, 7 nations are trying to negotiate some type of peace deals with Iran. But you do realize that if Israel decides that they're going to go and start a strike and start hitting Iran, you do realize that not one of these nations will come to their fucking their back, because Israel will be doing this without a sanction of these nations to just go in and start bombing Iran. And you do realize that if you guys think Iran ain't gonna fucking retaliate, you're nuts. And Iran will start retaliating on Israel. And you literally will have a war going on between Israel and Iran. And America ain't gonna step in. Italy ain't gonna step in. Germany ain't gonna step in. Britain ain't. Nobody's gonna step in because everybody told Israel to back the fuck off. And why Israel would decide to pull this is fucking beyond me, except because Benjamin Netanyahu doesn't like Obama. He backed Mitt Romney. He wanted Mitt Romney to win. And in turn, Obama won. And now he's going to fucking play games when the United States is up to the fucking eyeballs with dealing with fucking Putin. I think it's a fucked up move. And it just shows you the type of fucking assholes that we got to deal with in the Middle East. I said it, in the Middle East. And there is no difference between Iran, Israel, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Egypt. They're all fucking assholes. They're all fighting over God. That's it. They're all fighting over God. They're fighting over an invisible man. That's what they're doing. And in the United States, we're fucking dealing with the Russian bear. We're dealing with real shit. And you got all these Middle Eastern jerk-offs fucking around because of God. Oh, we're gonna get the unbelievable. Seriously, I'm telling you, if fucking Israel does this, they're gonna alienate all of Israel's allies. They will alienate everybody. They will alienate everybody. There won't be a fucking supporter if they, in the next couple of weeks, start bombing Iran. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get fucking Russia pissed off, and Russia's going to fucking bitch slap you guys. And you know what? America's going to say, we told you so. Obama will say, told you so. You fucking Merkel, told you so. So that really fucking tripped and bothered me today, man. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Stop with that bullshit. Stop with that bullshit. Seriously. I mean, they'd have to fucking send their airplanes into Iran. They'd have to fucking start fighting with a war, and Iran will start fucking shooting at them. What do you think? Iran's a bunch of goat herders? Iran's got a fucking military. They're not fucking Afghanistan. They have a fucking military. You will literally, you're literally gonna have a fucking. Israel's gonna start a fucking the apocalypse. There you go. Israel will fucking do exactly what they fucking want, which is to have Armageddon, where this imaginary God comes to the Holy Land and takes everybody up with them that is in Israel. Right there. There you go. Motherfucking people talk about Obama, and you see those videos where they put Obama in the little hood and say, look, he's Satan. Fuck you. You're talking about bullshit, man. Right there, when Israel's talking about bombing Iran in the next couple weeks. That, my friends, is the start of the world fucking war in fucking the Middle East. There's your Armageddon. There's your fucking chosen people being taken up to the imaginary heavens. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. We got enough shit going on in that side of the world. Well, the last thing we need is a bunch of bullshit with fucking Israel and Iran. And you got 5 and 6 nations talking with Iran, working deals, and Israel goes, well, we don't like what you're doing. We're just going to go bomb them right now. What? Get the fuck out of here. And you got Putin fucking taking fucking, he's like a short order cook. Oh, you want to come into Russia? No problem. Chat, come on, you can come. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, you want to come to Russia? Come on. Here you go. Chat. So basically you got Putin taking country orders. So you got these little shit countries. Yeah, I'd like to be part of Russia. Come on. Okay. And then you got Israel wanting to bomb people. Okay, great. Madon. And it all started from George fucking Bush going into the first Gulf War. If we never would have went to fucking the Middle East, if we would never went in there, we wouldn't have any of this. We wouldn't have any of this shit. So thanks, George Bush, you fucking asshole. Thank you. Thank you for riling up the fucking desert. Thank you. Unbelievable. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Anyways, it's 2:58, you little shitheads. It's time to get out of here. Okay? I gotta go get tags for our fucking car. Anyways, we'll be back tonight. And when we come back tonight, we'll see if the country is still here. We'll see if Russia hasn't took orders from Texas that they want to join Russia. It's funny. Maybe we'll talk about Duck Dynasty. TV ratings for Duck Dynasty drops to 16-month low ahead of their final. Good. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Do you realize that this fucking piece of shit show, listen to this, Duck Dynasty averaged 4.7 million viewers. The first time in over a year that the series has fallen below the 5 million mark. The new low comes on the heels of a fatigued season for the A&E juggernaut. When it returned in January, it was 8.5 million viewers in January, and ever since, it's been dropping. So it went from 8.5 in January now to 4.7. They lost more than half their fucking audience. Good. You know why? Because that audience realized that they're becoming more stupid and retarded by watching this show. And you actually had half the fucking viewing audience go, what the fuck am I doing? Why the fuck am I watching these hillbilly, inbred, racist, homophobic assholes on my television? I feel my brain power slipping out of my head. I feel like I'm getting fucking more retarded as I'm watching this show. So you had basically 4.5 million people tune out. God bless and thank you, people. Thank you, man. Thank you. You guys are getting a little fucking smarter, stupid motherfucker. Well, I mean, think about it. You got a bunch of inbred retards in camouflage jerking each other off in the fucking woods. If I want to fucking see that, I'll watch movie fucking Deliverance, for Christ's sake. Okay? Fuck. Anyways, it's the Rob Black Show. We're going to sign out. And we're going to be out of here. We'll be back tonight, as usual. We'll see if there's, we'll see if there is, we'll see if our country is still intact. We'll see and make sure and wonder if the Jews blasted Iran. We'll see if Australians found a fucking missing airplane, and we'll see if fucking the Russian bear there decided to take any more requests of joining Russia. Maybe from Texas, maybe, I don't know, maybe, I don't even know, maybe, Mississippi, I don't know, maybe, maybe, fucking, Louisiana. Oh, God. I don't know. Anyways, it's the Rob Black Show. And as always, we will be back here. And remember, Rob Black and the Rob Black Show is here for you. And we love you because God, He doesn't love you. And God hates fags. But we love fags. It's the Rob Black Show. And we'll see you guys tonight at 8 p.m.